Welcome back, Healthy Club fans. Have you ever looked at your hairbrush and felt a small pang of worry? Or perhaps you've noticed more strands than usual circling the shower drain. It is a common experience that can leave many of us feeling anxious and searching for answers. The question, why does my hair fall out, is one I hear frequently in my clinic. Many people immediately jump to one conclusion: it must be in their genes. They think of their parents or grandparents and resign themselves to the idea that thinning hair is simply their destiny. It feels like a story that has already been written for them. But I'm here to tell you a bold fact. It is not just about your genes. While genetics certainly play a significant role for many, they are far from the only factor. The truth is much more complex and, surprisingly, much more within your control. Think about your daily life. The stress you feel from a demanding job, the nutrients you might be missing in your diet, even the type of shampoo you use can all contribute to hair loss. This is actually good news. It means that you are not powerless. By understanding these hidden triggers, you can take active steps to protect and strengthen your hair. Keep reading, because by the end, I will share a simple, natural tip to help you build stronger hair from the inside out. Hair loss is often mistakenly viewed as a problem that only affects older men. This stereotype is incredibly outdated and unhelpful. The reality is that hair loss can happen to everyone. It affects men, it affects women, and it does not wait for you to reach a certain age. I have seen patients in their 20s, I have seen patients in their 30s who are experiencing significant hair thinning, often feeling isolated and confused because they believe they are too young for such an issue. It is crucial to understand that if you are experiencing this, you are not alone. It is a widespread condition that crosses all boundaries of age and gender, and acknowledging this is the first step toward finding a solution. The most important message I want to convey is one of hope. Not all hair loss is permanent. While some types, like advanced male pattern baldness or advanced female pattern baldness, can be progressive, many other forms of hair loss are temporary and reversible. This condition is known as telogen effluvium, where a significant number of hair follicles enter the resting phase at once, leading to widespread shedding. This is often triggered by a specific event or imbalance in the body. Once the underlying cause is identified and addressed, the hair growth cycle can return to normal and your hair can grow back. The key is to become a detective and figure out what your body is trying to tell you. Understanding the why behind your hair loss is the most critical step toward finding a solution. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the amount of information online, much of it conflicting or incorrect. To simplify this, I've compiled the 10 most common, yet overlooked triggers for hair loss. These are the culprits I uncover with patients. They range from biological factors, lifestyle choices, and identifying which one, or which combination, might be affecting you is paramount. This knowledge will empower targeted changes. Each trigger disrupts the delicate hair growth cycle. Your hair goes through 3 phases: growth phase, anagen transitional phase, catagen resting phase. Telogen. Normally about 85 to 90% of your hair is in the growth phase. But stressors, whether physical or psychological, can push many hairs into the resting phase. A few months later, those hairs shed and you notice more hair fall. Our goal: pinpoint stressors and restore balance. As we go through the list, think about your health and habits over the past 3 to 6 months, since that's often the time frame between trigger and shedding. Let's start with the most well-known cause: genetics, hormones. This is medically known as androgenetic alopecia, male pattern hair loss, female pattern hair loss, linked to your genes and a hormone called dihydrotestosterone, DHT, a derivative of testosterone. In susceptible people, DHT binds to receptors in hair follicles, causing them to shrink over time, miniaturization. Shorter, finer hairs appear, until follicles stop producing hair. For men, receding hairline, thinning at the crown. For women, diffuse thinning across the scalp, frontal hairline usually intact. Next, stress. Not minor annoyances, significant physiological or emotional stress. Examples: divorce, loss of a loved one, serious illness, major surgery, a demanding period at work. This can trigger telogen effluvium. It shocks follicles, pushes many into the telogen resting phase at once. Hair loss usually shows up about 3 months later. Your hair is made of protein, primarily keratin. Its growth is fueled by a steady supply of vitamins and minerals. Nutrient deficiencies are a major hidden trigger for hair loss. If your body lacks essential building blocks, hair growth will suffer. One of the most common culprits is iron deficiency, with or without anemia. Iron is crucial for producing hemoglobin, which carries oxygen for cell growth and repair. including the cells that stimulate hair follicles. Low iron stores, called ferritin, can cause significant hair shedding. Other key nutrients include zinc biotin protein. Zinc supports hair tissue growth and oil gland function. A deficiency can lead to hair loss. Another powerful internal factor is your thyroid. The thyroid is a small butterfly-shaped gland in your neck that produces hormones. Thyroid hormones regulate your metabolism. Both an overactive thyroid, hyperthyroidism, and an underactive thyroid, hypothyroidism, can cause hair loss. In both cases, the delicate hair growth cycle can be disrupted. Hormonal fluctuations are a natural part of life, but these significant shifts can be a major trigger for temporary hair loss. Think about major life stages like pregnancy menopause. During pregnancy, high levels of estrogen prolong the hair's growth phase. This results in many women experiencing thicker, more lustrous hair. However, after childbirth, estrogen levels drop dramatically. This sudden hormonal shift causes a large number of hairs to enter the resting phase all at once. About 3 to 4 months postpartum, many new mothers experience a dramatic shedding event known as postpartum telogen effluvium. It can be alarming, but it is a normal and temporary process as the body recalibrates. Menopause is another significant hormonal transition that can affect hair. As women approach menopause, levels of estrogen decline, levels of progesterone decline. This can lead to slower hair growth and an increase in the production of androgens, or male hormones. These androgens can cause hair follicles on the scalp to shrink, resulting in finer, thinner hair. This is a form of female pattern hair loss that is influenced by the changing hormonal landscape of menopause. The hair may become drier and more brittle as well. In our society's pursuit of rapid results, crash diets and extreme weight loss programs are incredibly popular. However, they can be devastating for your hair. When you drastically cut calories, your body goes into survival mode. It perceives this sudden lack of energy as a famine and begins to shut down non-essential functions to conserve resources. As we have discussed, hair growth is considered non-essential. The body will prioritize feeding your brain. Heart. Other vital organs over your hair follicles. This can trigger a significant episode of telogen effluvium, leading to massive hair shedding a few months after the rapid weight loss. This type of hair loss is not just about calorie restriction, it is also about nutritional deficiencies. Another hidden trigger that many people overlook is medication. A wide range of common prescription drugs can have hair loss as a potential side effect. This is known as drug-induced alopecia, blood thinners, blood pressure medications like beta blockers, antidepressants, cholesterol-lowering drugs, high doses of vitamin A. Chemotherapy is the most famous example, as it targets all rapidly dividing cells in the body, including those in the hair follicles. We often focus so much on the hair strands themselves that we forget where they come from: the scalp. The health of your scalp is the foundation for healthy hair growth. Think of it as the soil from which your hair grows. If the soil is unhealthy, the plants will not thrive. Scalp conditions are a common and direct cause of hair loss. Issues like dandruff, also known as seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, fungal infections, can create an inflammatory environment on the scalp. This inflammation can interfere with the hair follicle's ability to produce healthy hair and can lead to increased shedding. An excessively oily scalp can clog hair follicles. An overly dry scalp can lead to itching and scratching, which can physically damage the follicles and dislodge hairs. Finally, we arrive at a trigger that is entirely within our control: physical damage from hairstyling. This type of hair loss is known as traction alopecia, or simply hair breakage. Traction alopecia is caused by hairstyles that pull on the hair roots continuously and with great force. This includes tight ponytails, braids, cornrows, hair extensions. The constant tension can damage the hair follicles over time, leading to inflammation and eventually permanent hair loss, particularly around the hairline. If you wear these styles, it is important to give your hair regular breaks and to ensure they are not installed too tightly. Now that we have explored the many hidden triggers, it is time to focus on solutions. You are not powerless against hair loss. By adopting a proactive and holistic approach, you can create the best possible environment for your hair to thrive. The first and most crucial step is to nourish your body from the inside out. Focus on a balanced diet rich in lean proteins like chicken, fish, beans, iron found in red meat, spinach, lentils, and zinc, which is abundant in nut seeds. This is the simple, natural habit I promised you. Incorporate a daily stress-reducing practice into your routine: a 10-minute meditation session using a free app, a brisk walk in nature, journaling before bed, or practicing deep breathing exercises. The key is consistency. Making stress management a non-negotiable part of your day helps to lower cortisol levels and signals to your body that it is safe to allocate resources back to non-essential functions, like growing strong, healthy hair. We have journeyed through the complex world of hair loss, uncovering hidden causes beyond genetics. Stress, nutritional gaps, medications, hormonal shifts. Hair thinning is often a message from your body. Many of these causes are fixable. Your hair loss story does not have to be predetermined. You can change the narrative and encourage regrowth. The key is to not feel overwhelmed. Use this information to your advantage. You do not need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with small, manageable daily changes. Add one stress-reducing activity to your day. Include more iron-rich foods in your meals. Choose a looser hairstyle for a few days a week. Each small step you take is a positive investment in your hair and well-being. Consistency is far more important than perfection. Remember that hair growth is a slow process. It takes patience and persistence to see results. I encourage you to share this information.